Good morning. I've just woken up on day one of the van build. There's a few things that we want to get done straight away, one of which is sorting out insurance, and the second of which is gutting the van. At the moment, there's ply lining on the sides and on the floor, so that's all got to go. And there's also a steel bulkhead right at the front, which we want to remove, which from a cursory glance looks like it might be a bit of a job. So I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee and get started. Just got off the phone with an insurance company trying to get a quote for the van. We are insured at the moment, but when we picked the van up, we had to drive it away the same day, so we just got bog standard temporary insurance, which obviously doesn't last very long, so we're now looking kind of for the longer term insurance quote.
So I've just spent kind of all morning on the phone to insurance companies trying to get us a reasonable deal, but I've had enough of being on hold for now, so I'm going to get started on the van.
The first step is to take off all the ply panels and remove the floor and the bulkhead so that we have a blank canvas to build from.
After about half an hour of work, it's time for a cup of tea, I think. So I've just taken the panels off the sides, the ply lining, the wheel arch boxes, things like that. So hopefully now you can see everything's looking quite a lot clearer.
We have finally got our insurance sorted. We didn't end up getting it done before our temporary insurance expired in the end, so we had to get more temporary insurance, but it's all sorted now, so that's fine. As you can probably tell, it was quite a lot of faff to get it sorted, and top tip, most of the companies that you're going to be hearing about and speaking to for campervan insurance, at least here in the UK, are brokers. They're not the actual insurance companies. So people like Adrian Flux, A-Plan, Brentaker, those are all brokers. They're not actually who will be fulfilling your insurance. So have a look on your actual policy documents and you'll see who the actual underwritten insurer is, and they will be the people you need to be making a claim against. So check those out as well before signing any documents. To be honest, there's a whole load of other learnings and top tips that we have involving self-converted campervan insurance, but there's just way too much to talk about here. So we might do another video, a full video on that at some point. So leave us a comment down below if you'd like to see that.
Torx nuts over here that are going to secure the floor down all seem pretty kind of fused to the floor, so I'm going to try WD-40 and try and like shock loosen it with a hammer. We'll see what happens. That seems to be working. There we go, look at that. It's actually kind of cool looking. There we go.
Well, hey, look at that. And we have finally got this thing off. When we say we don't know what we're doing, we really don't know what we're doing.
But we'll learn as we go.
Yep.
So, just going to do a bit of filming, and our tripod is just broken in two, as you can see there. So we'll try and prop you up, so the quality may be a bit worse for a while. You might not notice the difference, to be honest. So our new ratchet handle has just arrived, so that was the one we were using before, and that's the new one. So this one here has a 1/4 inch kind of adapter on it, and this one is a 3/8 inch. And then there's also a 1/2 inch size you can get, and they're the kind of 3 standard sizes. So the reason we got a new one is so it should make it easier because it's quite a bit longer. And also I couldn't find a size 45 that would fit on a 1/4 inch one. And the bolts in the floor, turns out, are 45s, not 40s. So even though the size 40 fits, it threads them very quickly because it's not applying the pressure correctly. So hopefully with this 3/8 inch one and the correct size Torx bit, they should come up with no problems at all. Well, there you go. Top tip, use the right Torx nut size and they do come out. So even though these are size 45 bolts, some of them don't quite fit it, they're just slightly too small. So what we're going to do for those is just try and extend the star pattern just a little bit.
Right, we've just had a quick bite of lunch and we're going to get back to it. I think we're now going to try and remove the side step because we can see a whole lot of junk under there. We want to just clean it out and check everything's okay. So going to go remove some more bolts. Right, so not sure if you can see this, but there's a very slight indent just there, and this is in the step of the side door. And basically what that is a little hidden bolt is underneath there. Which you need to take out if you want to get this plastic step up. There we go. There's our step after we've removed it. You can just about see the remnants of all the rubbish and bits of wood and mud, most of which has ended up in our gorgeous rubbish bag down here. All of those random QR codes were stuffed into this corner. So we've uncovered a few little bits of rust that will probably need to be treated, but actually, all in all, the amount of grime that was under there, it's not too bad. So we've given it a bit of a brush and a hoover. We're going to try and get out those last few bits, and then I think once we finish taking up the full floor, we'll probably give everything a really good clean down. But yeah, making some progress. Now that the side panels are off, we are removing the bulkhead. This thing has so many bolts on it, I am not even kidding, and they are in some of the most awkward to get to places, so we did struggle quite a lot with this.
Yes, it's moving. So these are the ones which are behind the bulkhead. And here we've got Aisha, who's got smaller arms than me, so she can fit her arms through this very small gap and spin the thing around all the way over there. Just enough, just got to keep it going. So we're just doing the van, and the ladybirds seem to have come out of nowhere, and they are just everywhere. There's one on the seat, there's one up there, they're just everywhere. Just coming out of nowhere, they're on my coat. Hundreds of them. Coming out of nowhere. So the van's all stripped out now. Gonna leave it there for today, and we'll start cleaning tomorrow. Can't wait.
Blah, 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 blah. Timber. What do I need to get at them?
The 30